Okay. We are live. We are live. Welcome to the Humble Among broadcast system. Let me get the link. Shouts out to Mash Pits, by the way. I just got to say real quick. Getting the link. Shouts out to everybody who joined me and Kosuke. I should say while I'm finding the link. Join me and Kosuke for our wrestling watch-along streams. That was very fun. Actually had a couple of people purchase the goddamn... Oh my god, get to the channel already. Purchase the goddamn pay-per-view and watch with us. So that was really cool. Shouts out to motherfucking... What's the homie's name here? Shouts out to Neil Gursky. Motherfucking Neil Gursky, who actually purchased the pay-per-view and watched with us. I believe a couple other motherfucking heads purchased the GCW pay-per-view last night. So that was really fucking dope. Yeah. So I have the link. I'm going to share the link now. Now this is the interesting part. When you share the link. Oh yeah, I should let a couple of people know. Live now. All right, see, I'm going to do something clever that I learned from Keegan the Creep a little bit. Saw Keegan do this. I think it's clever. I'm going to say Lincoln bio on Facebook, like Abraham Lincoln. Very clever, right? Live now on YouTube's with a Z. Very cheeky, huh? Lincoln, like Abraham Lincoln. And I think this time I'm going to do Bayou, like the swamp. Lincoln Bayou. Let's see if that fools the algorithm. This is the idea is to fool the algorithm to because they don't want you to advertise anything. So there we go. The link is in that bitch. I guess I'll put that shit on Twitter too. Whatever. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing? Yeah. So I just finished a song called Spread the Love. That's why this stream is called Spread the Love. Talk about that for a little bit. This weird little concept of a song. You know, I was walking around my little small town a couple of weeks ago and, you know, just could almost feel the vibes of everybody just kind of, you know, everyone kind of had their head down, you know, kind of doing their own thing, not really wanting to make eye contact, not really, you know, kind of a negative feeling in the air almost. And thought that was kind of whack. And I was just thought about that for a while. So I went back to the house and started making a song called Spread the Love. And this is a weird little concept of a song that's like a negative yet positive song at the same time. It's about how the world's negative, but like I try to make it positive. Really interesting song. I'm really happy with it. I just had it mixed and mastered by Bad Mind. I haven't heard the mix and master yet, but he literally just sent it to me. So that's really dope. Really excited about it, though. That's why I called this stream Spread the Love. I usually do my little rap at the end of the stream, but I guess the little rap is at the beginning of the stream this time. So, yeah, you don't have to be in a negative mindset all the time. You don't have to fall into the trap of how the whole world wants to sort of feel hateful, and don't be afraid to spread the love. You can feel love. I feel like there's this sort of shaming of love and positive emotions in this culture and in this world, and it's kind of whack. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into the notes and start going through all of this shit I have to talk about, because I have a lot of shit to talk about. Oh yeah, so that Spread the Love shit is for Valentine Tape 2, which I guess I am trying to finish at this point. Gonna be a positive love album, positive horror love album. I don't know. It's you'll see. Anyway, Valentine Tape 2 coming soon. Go check out Xmas Tape 3, still on streaming services. And all of my projects on streaming services. Humble Among on all streaming. I might as well get off my Humble Among. Oh, without further ado, before I start whoring myself out some more, I really got to say, R.I.P. to Bob Saget, and talk about this Bob Saget stuff for a little bit. Had a few things I wanted to say about Bob Saget. So, you know, Bob Saget getting a lot of love for Full House, and a lot of hate for some things he may or may not have done on the set of Full House. If you guys don't know, the story about there maybe being a doll that was the likeness of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, that he may have done some inappropriate things to the doll as a goof. The motherfucker had a dark sense of humor. Cut him a break. The man's dead, but he was a really nice guy. People who actually know Bob Saget, I didn't know the dude or anything, but, you know, people who did know him have nothing but nice things to say about him. And I have a lot of fond memories of watching Bob Saget back in the day on Full House. But what he's not getting enough love for, I feel like, is America's Funniest Home Videos, which was almost, I was a bigger fan of America's Funniest Home Videos back in the day. Hey, shouts up to I almost called you Laffy Taffy, Little Taffy in the motherfucking house. Whoop whoop, glad to see you broadcasting more, homie. Yeah, I'm trying to I was sick with COVID, so that kind of took me out for a little bit, and I did try to have a Christmas break, so I'm back, motherfuckers, in 2022. You're going to see a lot of broadcasting from me. I have a couple of things I'm going to do next week. And yeah, lots of stuff coming. Lots of cool stuff coming. But yeah, man, America's Funniest Home Videos was a fucking fire show. And motherfuckers aren't talking enough about America's Funniest Home Videos. I loved that show. Lots of balls getting kicked on that show. Lots of people falling on their faces and potentially seriously hurting themselves. But I loved that shit. It was fucking great, man. I liked him in Half Baked. Whoop whoop to Chaotic Neutral. Whoop. Let's go through the whoop whoops. Let's get Kosuke with the facts. I believe Kosuke is talking about America's Funniest Home Videos. Let's go through the whoop whoops though. Auric. Whoop whoop. Chaotic Neutral. Whoop whoop. Did I even get you, Little Taffy? Whoop whoop. I liked him in Half Baked. Yes, he have you ever sucked dick for marijuana? That whole line. His stand-up is really great. Very dirty. Shouts out to the Aristocrats. If you haven't seen the movie The Aristocrats, I know the clip of him in Aristocrats has gone viral, and some people, I guess, don't understand the context of that joke. Go watch the full documentary to understand the context and what place that joke belongs in comedy, because that's sort of an inside joke between comedians to almost one up each other with the darkness level of it. That shit was the first YouTube. For facts, you know what? That is a great point, Whoopconda. Viral videos before the internet was very much a thing of tape trading. You know what I mean? There would be you would know a guy who would know a guy, and would make a copy of a copy type of thing. And so yeah, this was a situation where, you know, tape trading, you know, the first time clip shows of things that were viral before viral made it on air. So that's a really good point. Hey, Vigo Harris stopping in to say what up. Tune in next week. I hope to have my homie Vigo here, aka Selfish Presley, aka Then What, producer on a lot of Humble Among projects, on with my other homie Raw Def, who I might as well plug this, released a project called The Others 2 this week. Go peep that shit out. Boom bappy, fucking smooth, dark hip hop, emotional hip hop in a lot of ways. My man Raw Def really getting especially on the track Stuck. But we're going to talk more about that on the interview. My favorite song on that project, by the way, is Frankenstein. So if you want to go listen to one project or one song off of that project that Humble Among recommends, go listen to Frankenstein. Go search for Raw Def, RAWDEFF, on streaming. That's how you find The Others 2. And listen to the song Frankenstein. That shit is fresh as fuck. I love that song. Whoop whoop. giving the whoop whoops out. But yes, shouts out to Vigo Harris, man. Also did a bunch of Humble Among earlier Humble Among music videos. Go to his YouTube and give him the like and subscribe, and check out the YouTube the music videos that we were doing when I was very much an alcoholic, right, Michael? But shouts out to fucking Michael, man. I love that dude. One of my fucking main artistic collaborators. Michael, you have to hear the song that I just did. I was just telling these folks about it at the start of the stream. I just did a song called Spread the Love. I think I was telling you about it a little bit over your BET. I'm going to send the master to you tonight after I get off the stream. This shit's dope as fuck, man. I'm really fucking excited. I think I'll go ahead and drop this. I think we're going to try to film some stuff in New York City this Sunday for a music video for this shit, dude. Very excited about it, man. I'm gonna send you the master though. Without further ado, though, let's keep going down the fucking list. Oh, before I get too far in, I'm getting a little parched, so I might as well crack a Faygo. I only have 2 Faygos left in the fridge, or 1 left now after I pulled this one out. So this is a cherry cola Faygo, not a black cherry. Cherry cola. I've never tried this, so I'm a fan of cherry cola. So this will be an interesting experience. Never tried a cherry Faygo though. Actually, a good cherry flavor to that motherfucker. One thing that Faygo really does well is the more fruity flavors. I really am a fan of the fruity flavors of Faygo. I want to try that motherfucking pineapple. I got my eyes set on you, pineapple Faygo. And the weird pineapple variants. What is there, like a watermelon pineapple, an orange pineapple? Pineapple Faygos. I got my eyes set on you. You're next. All right, so I might as well plug some more Humble Among bullshit. I'm opening for Misery and DJ Clay, January 27th, Manchester, New Hampshire. You can get your tickets from me next week. They should be here. $15 a pop. Get them from me because it helps me out and makes me look good to the promoter. Shouts out to Fury, who gave me the opportunity to be on the show, and the promoter Richie, who's sending me the tickets. Shouts out to promoters. But yes, January 27th, Manchester, New Hampshire. Come fucking have a fucking good time. It's going to be a Juggalo fucking jump off, I believe is what they're calling it. The Juggalo jump off mini tour. 60/40 is grapefruitish. Yo, we got one of the fireworks at the gathering. The fireworks are fucking dope. 60/40 is grapefruitish though. That's interesting. Definitely got to try 60/40. 60/40, I low-key wasn't really thinking much of it. I don't know what I thought a 60/40 even was, to tell you the truth, Whoopconda. I think maybe I thought it was more of a ginger ale or some shit like that. Interesting, though, it's got a fruity flavor. But yeah, I think because the candy apple motherfucker is still one of my favorite, and cotton candy is one of my favorite. Not a fruity one, but still a very sweet one. I feel like Faygo does sweet stuff very well, especially the fruity flavors. Anyway, January 27th, come to Manchester, New Hampshire, and see me perform a little opening set. I might do some new songs. I might do this Spread the Love song. Definitely going to be doing, a couple of songs that I like to do live, like Rabbit Hole and Strictly Wicked. My homie Kosuke will likely be joining me to perform too. So you will get to see Kosuke perform live if you show up to the show, because I'm going to almost certainly split my set with the homie. So yeah, come on out. That's your favorite flavor, Whoopconda. It sounds like polar half and half. That's your favorite flavor, the 60/40, huh? Interesting. I'm gonna have to definitely keep an eye out for that one. That's rather rare as well, though, huh? Am I correct? I would say that's rather rare as well. I feel like you don't see that shit. I mean, I don't see any of this shit around me. So yeah, more Humble Among interesting stuff. Ooh. A work text. I'll have to get to that after the stream. We have a snowstorm that's going to be hitting the Vermont area here tonight. Allegedly as much of a foot. So I might be going to work tomorrow. I might not be. I might be out there snow blowing. Yeah, just never know in Vermont. God damn it. But that was a text looking like about the weather. I'm going to have to wait till after the stream to deal with that, though. So I want to talk a little bit about this movie, this independent horror movie called Tapehead. That my man Dustin Rotten Roger DeMarco, I believe is his YouTube name, directed. Independent horror movie. So I became aware of it because he was on Facebook promoting it and actually talking about his sequel that he's looking to currently start planning production for. He wants to go even bigger with the sequel. Now, Tapehead is about a mutant slasher who works at a video store and refuses to let go of his VHS tapes. Now, when I found out the plot of that goddamn movie, I realized that I have a song called VHS Tapes that is perfect for this plot. So I submitted my song VHS Tapes to Dustin, and it seems like VHS Tapes will be in Tapehead too. He asked me for my information or how I should be credited in the movie. So I think that's basically confirmation that I'm in Tapehead too. And I also purchased a copy of Tapehead on Blu-ray. This is not available on streaming services at all. This guy is very much a proponent of physical media, as I am as well. So I just want to shout out his project, Tapehead. You can go and look that up on Kanaki, I believe, is how you purchase a copy. I'm going to be talking about it. Maybe even having him on for an interview. We're going to have some more interviews on the Humble Among broadcast system coming soon. Hopefully 2 interviews next week for you guys. Thank you, Whoopconda. Congratulations on me. Now I'm just excited to have my music featured in any horror movie at all, but this seems like semi-legit. So I just wanted to shout out the motherfucker in his movie. Some more Humble Among, getting out of the Humble Among waters, but still Humble Among related. The Vermont Hip Hop Awards are going to be happening. This is more Vermont hip hop specific stuff. Not really Juggalo related, so a lot of you guys do not give a fuck. But Humble Among is Vermont hip hop, so yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I forgot to submit my ballot. That's basically all I can say about it. I had a bunch of picks that I wanted to make sure were in there. At this point, all I can hope is that some of my my fellow balloteers, I don't know what do you call these motherfuckers, nomineers, actually try to cover these bases, because there's some people who are going to get slept on. Whoop whoop, Charlie Brown in the house. Good grief, Charlie Brown. I put my VHS collection against anybody's. Wow. You might have to show off your VHS collection. Whoopconda, do you have a camera handy right now? Do you want to show off your VHS tape collection right now on the fucking Humble Among broadcast system? Because why the fuck not? Why not do it now? You're here now, damn it. Let me know if you want to show off your VHS tape collection, or we can do it in a future stream. Because I'm legit curious, because you probably do have a fucking strong ass VHS collection. I don't have a lot of VHS tapes, but I do love the aesthetic. I have more DVDs and Blu-rays and shit in my collection. But I love collecting things. Also, I want to say, oh yeah, so the Vermont Hip Hop Awards closed on Saturday. I did not submit anything, but the voting list is going to be out soon. To vote, I don't think it's open to the public, so yeah, I don't know what you guys can do who are fans of me to make some fucking noise, because at this point, it's a bunch of old head Vermont rappers who may not nominated me. I know that there are some motherfuckers that definitely nominated me. Like Jibba the Gent almost certainly gave me some love. Shouts out to Jibba, always showing me love. Michael, I'm sure, is on that list, so Michael almost certainly showed me love. So hopefully you will see me amongst the list of nominees. But I'm not going to win shit. A lot of these motherfuckers in Vermont hip hop do not like me. They might pretend to like me, but they talk a lot of shit in Vermont hip hop. I forgot, Michael. I worked so fucking hard on thinking about it, talking about it with Tyler on his stream. By the way, shouts out to Tyler Colford. Go to Machete-ish Records on YouTube. There's a stream called Marketing Mastermind with Humble Among. You can watch me talking some shit for an hour and a half if you want some more bonus Humble Among footage. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing. Yeah, it's kind of an inside Vermont hip hop thing, Chaotic Neutral. You have to be a member of this very inclusive group called Vermont Hip Hop. Very inclusive and backstabbing group called Vermont Hip Hop. But, you know, I showed Vermont Hip Hop. I talked about this a little bit on Tyler's stream, and I'll talk some more. I showed Vermont Hip Hop a lot of love for a lot of years, and never really got a lot of it back. So I don't fuck with Vermont Hip Hop like that. But I still fuck with a lot of Vermont Hip Hop because I am Vermont Hip Hop and I can't help it, goddamn it. But I exist more in the Juggalo world. I've talked about this pretty openly before. I don't really exist that much in the Vermont hip hop scene. I exist more in the Juggalo world, as you guys know. There's a lot of Juggalos watching. Maybe just Michael, who's involved in Vermont hip hop, and Chaotic Neutral, who's involved in Vermont hip hop. Shouts out to Chaotic Neutral, also a representative of Vermont. Sounds like maybe sign me up, maybe not. Next year, Chaotic, you should be on the Vermont hip hop page at the very least. I will. Are you on Facebook? Do you have a personal page? You have at least your Chaotic Neutral page on Facebook, I believe, right? We'll figure it out. You definitely should be at least on that page so you know more what's going on in the Vermont hip hop scene. Being you're a member of Vermont hip hop as well, my guy. But Chaotic Neutral is someone else who exists more in the Juggalo world. So yeah, I'm trying to merge a little bit of that more. Trying to merge a little bit more of the Vermont hip hop and Juggalo world. But these motherfucking old head rappers and in Vermont, they're not very open-minded to Juggalos. They're not very open-minded to younger, weird-looking motherfuckers like me, which, you know, I'm not really that young, but I apparently look young. And I hang with some younger motherfuckers who have different styles and shit. Shouts out to my homie Koske. And I'd be doing different shit on stage than a lot of these motherfuckers are doing. I'll be actually performing and entertaining the crowd a lot. I'm talking too much shit. These guys do entertain the crowd, but some of these motherfuckers are just standing there and rapping about rapping. Shouts out to rapping about rapping. One of my biggest pet peeves in rap. But I don't want to hate too much because I have a lot of love for Vermont hip hop still. Shouts out to Mavstar. Shouts out to motherfucking Wool C / IME. Shouts out to Chaotic Neutral. Shouts out to Koske. Shouts out to fucking Vigo Harris. Shouts out to Raw Def. Shouts out to Young Breeze. I got a lot of love for motherfuckers in Vermont hip hop still, even though a lot of these other motherfuckers really don't like me. See, he knows. This motherfucker's seen me a few times. No doubt. You're good live, brother. Chaotic Neutral knows. Chaotic Neutral's been at some of these shows. He knows exactly what I'm talking about here. I don't ever get on Facebook. Yeah. That's where the that whole Vermont hip hop shit is circulating. There's this Facebook group called the Vermont Hip Hop Collective that a lot of this scene circulates around. Yeah, involved is a good word since I'm in ABQ now. Exactly. You know, it's a weird scene because, you know, Michael isn't even in Vermont hip hop, but he still fucks with Vermont hip hop so heavy because he still has ties to over here with me and Raw Def, who actually technically lives in New Hampshire, but still has ties to Vermont as well. Really going off about this Vermont Awards thing for too long. I got a lot of other shit to talk about. So yeah, shouts out to the Vermont Hip Hop Awards. Nonetheless, though, I want to show that a little love and talk about it a bit because it is a thing that I'm curious about. I'm curious how much nomination, if I'm even showing up on nominations. I'm very curious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about this shit. Yeah, give Chaotic Neutral some love in his podcast. No haters. Go subscribe to Chaotic Neutral. Give him some love. He's got some pretty fucking dope interviews over there on his fucking channel. So go give him some love and some views and likes and shit. By the way, speaking of subscriptions and likes, go like this video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. What's up to Moon Man, by the way? I see you in here. Shouts out to Moon Man. I talked to you on Instagram earlier today. We were having a nice little conversation about weirdos on YouTube leaving weird comments, and that was a dope little conversation. Let me talk about YouTube and subscribing, by the way, a little segue. We broke 800 subscriptions, so thank you very much to everybody who's been subscribing and is still helping this channel grow. We're still trying to reach 1,000 so I can monetize this shit and maybe make a little Skrilla off of this hustle, this little side hustle of mine. That is growing. So thank you for the love. We're going to keep doing interesting, fun shit. I'm trying to make this a fun Juggalo YouTube channel that's more about fun and love, spreading the love and positivity and just the fun shit that about being a Juggalo and in this underground culture. Not trying to spread too much hate on here anymore. Although I can't help but being a little fucking negative. Wait till you hear this "Spread the Love" song. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. That wasn't a plug, but thank you, brother. Hey, you know what it is, man. I be trying to spread the love, like I was just saying, man. I want motherfuckers. I want to see motherfuckers doing good out here. That's the difference between a lot of people. I know, man. 800 is hard to do, man. People who don't make videos have no idea the time and love that goes into it. I'm working on it myself. Go give Moon Man some love. He's got a fucking gathering documentary. Give all of these motherfuckers love who are creators on YouTube. There's so many interesting things going on. Go check out Vigo Harris's. Check out Vigo's YouTube channel, man. He's got a lot of dope music videos, a lot of fucking dope vlog footage. He's got a lot of dope shit on his fucking YouTube. I'm trying to, I want to spread the love, motherfucker. Juggalo Collectibles says 25 more to his 1K. Go fucking subscribe to Juggalo Collectibles. I don't know if I'm subscribed to you already, bro, but I think I am. If I'm not, I'm going to go subscribe to you. We need to get Juggalo Collectibles to 1K. All Juggalo YouTube deserves love. That's what I'm saying. And I've said on here a bunch of times when people have maybe tried to drag me into beef with other Juggalo YouTubers. I'm all about the love. If you're a Juggalo, I love you. I said that many times. I love you. I love Juggalos. If you don't like me, that's your fucking problem. That's the way that I am, man. I anytime that someone's ever had a problem with me in my entire life, I've always been baffled by it and confused by it and hurt by it. And I just wish people could communicate more. And that's what I believe is truly dope about Juggalos, is I do think we can communicate and be dope to each other. Yes, Vigo also on the climb to motherfucking 1K. So motherfucking support the homies. Family. Getting the family chant in the chat. By the way, a really fun gimmick we were doing last night on the wrestling stream. I want to shout out real quick and maybe get this game going in the chat, seeing as we got 13 viewers. Get the likes up, by the way. I don't know what the likes currently are, but I'm sure they're low. Hit that like shit. We were doing a game in the wrestling stream where I forget how this even started, but we were naming movie clowns. So let's get that going. Movie clowns. Oh, we're getting family in the chat. That's fucking dope. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, homie, I'm from the Chattanooga. Ooh, what do we got here? I'm from the Chattanooga metro area. I saw the event on Facebook. I need to look more into it. Ouija and ICP been coming to Chattanooga recently on yours. Same with Tech and Jelly. Oh, this is to Little Taffy. My bad. Y'all are having a conversation in here. My bad, yo. Art the Clown. Here we go. We're doing it. We're playing the game. Art the Clown. No one said Art the Clown last night, so that's definitely points. We got points. We also deserve to be paid for our dope content, and that's that's the drive to 1,000. And that was, that's a whole other conversation I could go into right now. I really don't want to do it on a stream, though. The whole, some of my plans for, trying to make a little money off of this side hustle. I don't need to talk about that on the stream. Shakes the Clown. You already know. Pennywise shakes the clown. I love this game. Let's name movie clowns. Shakes the Clown, one of the best movie clowns. Okay. So one of the interviews that I want to try to do next week. I talked about the Raw Def and Then What interview for the others, 2 on streaming services now, that I want to do on Wednesday. But on Friday next week, we're going to try to do an interview with an author who popped in one of my more recent live streams. He's actually been in here talking a few times. Seth Grimes is his pen name, I believe. At least that's the character name in the book. The Gathering. Let me get the full name of that thing up here so I can give it some love. So he actually sent me an audiobook link for free. So I listened to that shit at work and it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Ooh, The Gathering, a bold journey into the belly of the Juggalo underworld. So go check that out. I'm going to be talking with him, Seth Grimes, aka Brandon. On an interview and reviewing his book and asking him some questions, because it was actually a really good little piece of fiction / nonfiction, because the way he was putting it to me in the chat is that there's quite a bit of nonfiction he threw in here, and it feels very much like a piece of Hunter S. Thompson, Gonzo-esque journalism type thing, but definitely a lot of fiction thrown in there. So I want to interview him about that. I want to ask a lot of questions about what's real and what really happened, because there's a couple of things that, I'll be honest, happen in there that I'm like, I don't know if that would really happen at a gathering. I'll save that for the stream. That's a little tease, though. I want to ask him about one thing in specific that I'm like, really, did that happen? Like, that's kind of some of the questions I want to get. But I'm very curious to talk to him about the book and the project in general, because it was really good. I enjoyed listening to it at work. I looked forward to. I listened to half of it the first day at work, and then finished it the second day. And that second day going in, I was really looking forward to going in and finishing the book. So shouts out to Seth Grimes, aka Brandon, and his book, The Gathering: A Bold Journey into the Belly of the Juggalo Underworld, which I do have to say is a fiction book, but I do think it is a lot of nonfiction stuff in there. Captain Spaulding. Oh, we got more clowns going on. This Twisty count. Who's Twisty? You might have to educate me on Twisty. Whoop, whoop, Static Mob. Wait, what's this? What's all this now? 550 more subs till Moonman is monetized. Well, congratulations on where you... it's a hard fucking journey, like you were saying, man. Congratulations on being damn near halfway there. I'm sure you're going to get there, dude. I think the most important thing with this YouTube shit is to be consistent. I have checked some of your content out, so I know you be vlogging. You do be going places. So check out Moonman once again. Beat me to Spalding. So we got two Spaldings. The Mouse Car Clown from Uncle Buck. Whew, I haven't seen Uncle Buck in a hot minute, Charlie Brown. Be back soon, fam. We'll see you in a second, Moonman. We'll be here when you get back. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Whole bunch of those motherfuckers. I think that's a cheat, because you kind of just got a whole bunch of movie clowns. Do those motherfuckers in Killer Clowns from Outer Space have like character names? Like I know they don't specifically in the movie maybe have character names, but you know how like in Gremlins, the leader of Gremlins is Stripe, and like Jaws, like the shark is called Bruce. Like if you like are a nerd, you know that kind of shit. Do the different clowns in Killer Clowns from Outer Space have names? That's a question worth asking to the internet randomly. Not in a movie, but I always loved Homie the Clown. Is Homie the Clown in a movie? That would be a good question. He might have made a cameo in some sort of movie film. Doo-Doo the Clown from Billy Madison. That's a good pull. Hey, Rocks Tune. Keep up with the great work, Humble. Shouts out to motherfucking C Rocks. I'm literally about to talk about you next, my guy. So yeah, wrapping up the Gathering book thing. Tune into that. Hopefully this Friday I'll be interviewing Seth Grimes about his book. But now that we have C-Rocks in the motherfucking building, I want to talk about C-Rocks. C-Rocks was in here, Jesus, a while ago, sometime last year when I was doing some of my Patreon streams, I think, originally, or some of my Hootenanny recap streams or something. C-Rocks was in some of these streams, and he mentioned he was a rapper, and talked about one of his projects that he dropped, and sent the link to me, and I told him I was going to listen to it. But you know, I'm a busy little beaver, so I kind of didn't listen to it for a long time, but I did finally get to it this week. It did pop into my head while I was, you know, catching up with this Gathering audiobook thing. I was like, oh, I should really go and listen to C-Rock's album. So I did listen to it. C-Rocks, I want to talk about it real quick. C-Rocks' album is called Summer Snoozing and Pineapple Jacuzzis. Now, I want to talk about this real quick. Very refreshing little project, man, I have to say. So C-Rocks is a teacher, am I correct? I should just do this as an interview or something, but I'll just talk real quick. C-Rocks is a teacher. I'll do the quick version of it, so maybe I'll save a longer version of this for an interview with you, C-Rocks. C-Rocks is a teacher slash musician. The intro opens with a little skit where he indicates that, which I thought was really clever, man, because you really got you really sold, you know, who you are very fast. I was able to pick up on your character and who you are very fucking fast. Well, and he does mention he's a middle school teacher, I believe, in the rhymes a couple of times as well. But yeah, it's kind of in the nerdcore lane, I would say. He reminds me a little bit of an MC Chris with some of his concepts and shit. Let's see. I'll be honest, gives me a little bit of a Hobo Johnson vibe at times, the way you sort of break down your rhymes. let's see. He had a really interesting and funny song about being fat shamed on a water slide that I found hilarious. Not afraid to make fun of himself, by the way. Yeah, does a lot of rapping about his real life in here, and there was a beat by Sealand. So that's the quick version. Maybe if you would like to come on sometime, C-Rocks, to discuss uh, your art and your life as a middle school teacher and an artist, because I find that fascinating, that aspect of your creativity and how you put it in your art. So I would love to have an interview with you sometime, C-Rocks, and talk some more about music and stuff, and balancing these two lives, because it's quite a lot to be a musician and do one thing, and having a whole day job and stuff. A lot of people don't understand the amount of work that goes into it. So I think it would be a interesting thing to maybe delve into with you. Awesome. C-Rocks would love to. Shouts out to C-Rocks. Go give his album, let's see, Summer Snoozing and Pineapple Jacuzzis a listen. He's got some other projects on there. I only listened to this project though. So yeah, go check that shit out. Got a beat from Sealance on that shit. Very funny and refreshing project though, man, because a lot of people just be doing the same fucking shit, man, and you did something different. So bravo. Very good job. I enjoyed it. So shouts out to fucking C-Rocks doing something different in the rap game. Motherfuckers do the same old shit, and C-Rocks did something different. So yeah, talking about some other music stuff. Korn has a new song that came out last week called Forgotten. Their new album Requiem is still coming February 4th. Second single from Korn. I like this single better than that first single. I did like the first single, but this was definitely a lot stronger. Excited to hear more Korn. A new Oliver Tree song came out. That was my favorite musical release of the week. Cowboys Don't Cry, I believe is the name of it. I love the song, man. Big Oliver Tree mark around here. So yeah, I gotta show Oliver some fucking love. Shouts out to Oliver Tree. Hopefully this means that a new Oliver Tree album is bubbling. I did see he performed a very funny gimmick where he was wearing a cowboy hat. I don't know what show he was on. I saw this on his Instagram. Motherfucker was wearing a cowboy hat, and he took off the cowboy hat to reveal he had a very tiny cowboy hat on top underneath. Now that's fresh, right? You know what's fucking fresher? He took off that tiny cowboy hat, had an even tinier cowboy hat on underneath. Go check that shit out. It was so fucking dope. Shouts out to fucking Oliver Tree, killing it right now. If you're not into Oliver Tree, you're sleeping, in my opinion. I want to talk a little bit, getting into some Juggalo shit lightly. A little bit out of order on some of my stuff because I was just adding a bunch of random news stories into my app, into my notes app here, as the week was going on. I saw that the rapper Great Dag is in the show Euphoria, rocking a Wicked Clowns jersey. Now, a few months back, I did talk about this. He was on social media rocking this very same jersey in a couple of posts, and I think since then has released an EP with Shaggy the Airhead, which I don't think I talked about. So Great Dag, who, if you don't know, is the little kid from Rob Zombie's Halloween, who plays Little Michael. He's all grown up, and he's a rapper now, guys. I found out about this listening to a horror podcast about Halloween, because that's how fucking nerdy I am. I listen to horror podcasts about a movie. And Great Dag was on there promoting his rap shit and just talking about being in the Rob Zombie Halloween. And I was like, God damn, the motherfucker's a rapper. So I looked into it, and sure enough, he was a rapper. And I've been following him on social media since then. And yeah, he popped up in this HBO show Euphoria, repping the Wicked Clowns with a Wicked Clowns baseball jersey, I believe. So shouts out to Great Dag, repping the Wicked shit a little bit, and fucking with Shaggy the Airhead. So Juggalo adjacent, young Michael Myers. Hey, got tickets to the Oliver Tree show. He is on tour. That's what's up, man. I didn't know he was on tour. I actually should look that up and see if he's somewhere fucking near me, because I would love to see Oliver Tree. That's dope as fuck, Slungster. I am, yo, is he a Slungster? You're around me, aren't you? Is he? What show did you get tickets to, my guy? Let's see. I want to show some love to a new movie that's music related. Foo Fighters have a movie coming out called Studio 666. Now, I started watching this on Facebook and I thought it was an ad for the new Foo Fighters album, because it's like a trailer where they're talking about like, oh, we got to get that 10th album done, do the 10th album, blah blah blah. But then I realized, wait, this is a fucking movie? And I start looking it up, and yeah, it's a fucking movie called Studio 666. And apparently Dave Grohl wrote this script, this screenplay, this movie concept, where Foo Fighters go into a haunted house to record an album. Now, there's this lore, these stories of rock and roll bands recording albums, and like Red Hot Chili Peppers recorded in the Helter Skelter house or some shit. There's, Metallica allegedly, I think, recorded in a haunted house. Manson and Nine Inch Nails. That was what it was. Manson and Nine Inch Nails were recording shit in the Manson house. That's what it was, because they talk about that in Long Hard Road Out of Hell. No, I'm in Utah. Damn it, I be mixing you motherfuckers up. I swear I got to get the chart out and make a name chart to figure out where the fuck you are in the country, what your real name is. We're gonna have to get your real government name and your online name, and we're gonna have to get a chart going, because I keep fucking this shit up. Yes, what was I fucking talking about? God damn it. Oh, no. I have to check the notes. Foo Fighters, yes. So Dave Grohl gets possessed in this haunted house, and he starts killing his bandmates while working on the album. Horror comedy type of vibes. Looks fucking awesome. I'll be honest with you. I love a horror comedy that mixes rock and roll shit in it. I'm there for it. I'm not a big fucking Foo Fighters fan. I do like some Foo Fighters shit, but if you don't know, Dave Grohl is the drummer of one of my favorite musical projects of all time called Tenacious D. Jack Black and Kyle Gass. He's the studio drummer and sometimes live drummer for Tenacious D. So I'm a big fan of Dave Grohl for his drumming work, specifically in Tenacious D. And this other band, some people have kind of heard of, called Nirvana. Some people have kind of heard of that band. I'm kind of a fan of Nirvana. I'm a huge fucking Nirvana mark, man. I love Nirvana. So yeah, check out Studio 66. Really fucking dope looking movie. I think coming out in February. I didn't get the date on that. It's a baby sass. Emily knows the baby sass. Shouts out to fucking Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. One of the most slept on comedy movies probably of all time. Some people know about it. A lot of people do not know about it, I feel like. Go watch Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. That is a tremendous comedy movie, stoner comedy. Cherry Fago. Holding up, not getting flat too fast. Is that a joke? Oh, always thought I looked like Kurt Cobain. Hey, that's a compliment, my guy. Is that a joke, Hoopconda? Were you in a Tenacious D cover band? We're going to put that up. Look like Kurt. Wait. Tell the story, Eric. Always thought you looked like Kurt Cobain. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. Thank you. Dave plays the devil in that movie. Exactly, Slungster. So that's one thing I wanted to get into. I'm glad you brought that up, because you kind of reminded me. He plays the devil in that movie at the very end. Spoiler alert. We don't spoil it fully here. Still watch that movie. So he's very demonic in this trailer. Very devil effects, and it definitely had me thinking about Dave as the devil in Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. So here's my pitch. My prediction. I think Tenacious D probably makes a cameo in this movie and maybe saves the day. Who else would save the day? Would save Dave Grohl from the evils of hell? Tenacious D is the only ones I can think of that could save Dave Grohl from being possessed by the devil. They've done it before on cinema. Sasquatch is my pappy. Shouts out to Killer. What does that say? Cops don't catch Something snitches do. I think that's negative to cops, so I support that. Hey, Papa! Shouts out to Papa. Thank you for joining me, man. There he is, the man who has made the best gathering videos, 2 gatherings in a row. Sup, ha? Thank you, Papa. I really appreciate that, man. Always showing some love on my videos. I really appreciate that, Papa. Good to see you in a live stream, my guy. I appreciate the kind words. Speaking of my Gathering of the Juggalos documentary, I still want to get motherfuckers on here to talk about my Gathering of the Juggalos documentary, some of the people that were in that shit. So if anyone who's watching this was in my Gathering of the Juggalos documentary, kind of holler at me, get in here and holler at me, get at me on various forms of social media. I'm at Humble Among on everything. It's pretty easy to find me. And let me know, because I want to have a live stream where I talk, just, we all just sit and talk about the gathering memories and shit, and promote my video. I didn't realize Tenacious D was in Biodome till the other day. Yeah, that blew my mind when I saw that. I was a big fan of Biodome and saw it a bunch of times, and then that cameo obviously went over my head for years, and then I was rewatching it, years and years later, knowing who Tenacious D was. That moment of finding out, like, oh shit, Tenacious D, is pretty mind blowing. That's a good catch. Tenacious D, low key a big thing in underground comedy in Los Angeles, like throughout the 90s. Jack Black didn't really start popping as an actor for a little while, and he was really doing a lot with that Tenacious D stuff. He was pushing Tenacious D. Your beginning track was fire. Thank you. That's my song, The Carnival. You can find that on streaming services. It's on my album Wonderland. Very much about my experience with the Dark Carnival thus far, and my feelings of interacting with people at the gathering and at the gathering. We just found Biodome on VHS. Shouts out to the VHS collection. The HBO show was epic. Whoop, whoop. Stoney in the motherfucking place to be. Stoney, if you would like to join me later, you're more than welcome. Anyone who would like to join me, you are more than welcome. Whoopconda. We got Whoopconda. We got Stoney. So maybe we can do towards the end, if you guys want to jump on and we do a little bit of this gathering recap stuff. Maybe talk a little bit about some gathering stuff. Talk about my movie. Yeah, suck my dick a little bit. I'm just kidding. Just fucking kidding. Oh my god. Kanye West dissed Pete Davidson, guys. So I like to really get serious and bring you guys some Kanye news every now and again. I don't know if you guys know that about this podcast, but I do that every now and again. So we're going to get real serious and bring you some Kanye news. Kanye said about Pete Davidson, God saved me from the crash so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass, on a rhyme recently. And I'm not making that up. That's not a joke. That is real. Go listen to Kanye West's new song with The Game, Easy, on streaming services. Shouts out to Frankie Goldie on Twitter. I saw him tweet that, and I thought it was a joke, not realizing that Kanye actually dropped a song saying that shit. Very fucking funny to me. Very fucking funny to me, though. Oh, wait, this is the serious Kanye portion. Anyway, fuck that. I do like Kanye West, and that's why I do bring him up on here sometimes, but boy, that dude I don't know what he's doing quality-wise, because that song is not very good. But shouts out to Kanye West, nonetheless. Not a good look for I know, right? He's very, very much obsessed with what's going on with his ex. It looks kind of desperate. Shouts out to Ouija Mac on his new project, saying, never gonna DM my ex. I'm going to talk about, I want to do a review of the Ouija Mac and Death Plus project, because I want to get into some review video stuff. So I'm going to do an experimental run on Death Plus, hopefully sometime next week. I'm just going to jump on and do a little quick 10-15 minute video, but I'm going to do it as a live stream, because that's how I want the Humble Among broadcast system to exist for the most part. When I'm doing streams, I want it to be a broadcast system, a underground pirate radio system. He's mad about Pete laying down some serious pipe on his ex-old lady. Yeah, shouts out to Peeps Pipe. Oh boy, what are we doing on this stream? Okay, let's continue. I want to give some love to I Don't Know Jeffrey, and a musical artist. I Don't Know Jeffrey, who Kosuke put me on, who I've been listening to quite a bit, and also another musical artist, Xavier Wolf, who I had been listening to quite a bit recently, who I realized had a project together. They have a whole tape together. So really cool to discover that like two artists you were kind of like fucking with at the same time have worked together and have like a whole project together. So that was a really dope thing to discover and listen to this past week. Yo to Peeps Pipe. Yo, shouts out to Peeps Pipe. And everyone, what? I clicked on that accidentally. Brandon Harvey and everyone. Shouts out to Brandon Harvey. Whoop whoop JP Juggalo. Thank you for joining again, man. Thanks for joining the wet wrestling shit. Pete goes to the Legion of Skanks podcast. Oh, is that or goes on the Legion of Skanks podcast? And let's just say he's not only long in the tooth, you know. Oh shit. So he's talking that shit. He's one of those guys that likes to talk about how big his dick is on podcasts, huh? That's cool. That seems like a really cool personality trait. Speaking of cool personality traits on podcasts, I talked about this a little bit on the wrestling stream, but shouts out to Joe Rogan making an ass of himself on his own podcast by refusing to admit simply that he's wrong. Death Plus had an EP out with Ouija a while back, and it was ill. He's got a few of these EPs out now, like REJ3 and now C, and it's apparently spelling out reject or rejects. I've seen two speculations that it might be rejects plural, but yeah. I really like. I was gonna say this on my other review stream, but I'll drop this too. I think the Death Plus Ouija collab stuff is by far the best Ouija collab stuff. Like as far as like the projects and shit that Ouija does. I'm not really a fan of the Star Fox LaFleur project, hardly at all. I haven't listened to the whole project. I'll be honest with you. I was not a fan of Hiding in the Bushes. Star Fox LaFleur's rapping style did not impress me on that, and afraid to listen to the whole project. So I've not listened. It's the only Ouija project I have not listened to all the way through. Did like the Baby E project better, but to me that's just not the style of music Ouija makes. It was still good shit though. I do like the Baby E project. And by the way, like a good mark, I do own both of these projects. I own a project I've never even listened to, and I'm not sure if I even have plans on listening to ever. That's how big of a Ouija mark I am. Speaking of marks, see the segue? Let's talk about a big mark, a big old mark who goes by Playboy the Beast, who's a rapper in the underground. Who I don't know what happened. Does anyone know what happened with Playboy the Beast? He apparently got red pilled, I guess is the polite term, and he is a very conservative rapper. Now, I've talked about this a little bit on social media before. I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but one of the cringiest things in rap music to me personally is when a rapper is expressing very strong conservative opinions approaching racism in a black art form. Very fucking cringy as fuck to me, especially when that rapper is not black. I don't know. I'm more referencing Tom McDonald right now, and maybe a couple of other rappers. I don't know Playboy the Beast's race, so I'm not gonna speculate on his choices. But the shit is cringy nonetheless. And the motherfucker apparently was at the insurrection gimmick on January 6th and the Capitol riots, if you will. And he posted a whole bunch of fucking videos and pictures of himself doing illegal things like a brillante, snitched on himself. And if you guys are not paying attention, some of the people that were geniuses and didn't mask up and went up in there with their faces out and shit and costumes on to make them very recognizable. Shouts out to the QAnon shaman. are serving time now and are getting arrested and tried for this shit. So Playboy the Beast, I saw a news article basically saying he's good chance he's gonna fucking serve time. He's gonna be charged for his part on the January 6th riots. So shouts out to Playboy Beast. Not a fan of this conservative rap bullshit. So just wanted to bring it up though, because I find it fucking hilarious. That motherfucker snitched on himself, basically. Fucked himself up. I heard that name, but not too familiar. He got facially recognized in the storm. Oh, here we go. He got facially recognized in the storm. The White House footage, said the FBI, but fuck the FBI. Fuck the FBI indeed. Playboy the Beast was good when he first came out. I haven't really peeped much of his shit. I honestly thought he was like a different kind of rapper. Then I saw some of the shit he was posting, and I was like, yo, yeah, I can't fuck with this guy. Agreed, but remember, rap is now an art form of every genre of music. We have Southern, country, and even jazz rap artists now, so it's no surprise. That's very true, Papa. And to each their own, at the end of the day. But I think with rap music, I think you have to have some respect. With some of these political opinions, it's very much dancing around hateful ideology. A lot of these motherfuckers don't want to acknowledge that or want to run away from that. But the truth of the matter is that a lot of these motherfuckers are straight up bigots who are having these political opinions. Not all of them. There's a lot of really good people who have conservative opinions. But there's a lot of these motherfuckers that are walking a dangerous line, whether they realize it or not. I don't like to get too political on here, so we're going to get off of this fucking topic, though, because I don't want to be all political on here. But I had to talk about this Playboy the Beast shit because it's some rap snitch Kanish's shit. Shouts out to MF Doom. It's rap snitch Kanish's shit. If you've never heard the MF Doom song Rap Snitch Kanish's, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend MF Doom as an artist in general. Let's talk about some more Juggalo shit. We'll slide into the Juggalo realm a little bit more. Zitro made a post about his singles being removed. His old singles being removed from a certain label that he used to be a part of. I'll read you the post. Well, I just noticed that some of my singles, even tracks I was featured on, have been removed from a few projects that were previously released on a different label. Wow, could have left it for the memories instead of being bitter. That's part of history. It's okay. I have the masters. Guess they'll go on my project. Yeesh. So I'm not gonna shout out the record label. You can figure out what record label Zitro used to be a part of. But what a sloppy move, man. At least maybe let the guy know you're doing that or something. I don't know. So shouts out to Zitro. I got love for Zitro like a motherfucker. One of the nicest guys I've had a chance to talk to. Any of the times I've talked to him personally, very nice guy, and I'm a fan of his music. I'm a fan of I talked to Bakelo a little bit, his homie, about Zitro and about about a lot of stuff, and that whole crew is really dope. So I just want to show Zitro some love and talk about this because that's a little fucked up. That's a little fucked up maneuver that record company did, and I don't think that record company has a reputation for that kind of shit, but I don't really know at the end of the day. Darby O'Trill said the vocals for Gully are finished. And I did see before I came on here that he compared Gully, his new album, with Devereaux to Dinosaur Jr. With ICP and booming bass, I believe is how he put it. So shouts out to Darby O'Trill. One of my absolute favorite in the fucking horrorcore, wicked shit, underground shit. I love Darby O'Trill's music so fucking much. His project, his previous project, Piecemeal, just got re-released on streaming services this week as well. So go check that out. The new full version of Piecemeal is out on all streaming services. Go check that out. It sounds amazing. He remastered it. CDs are available at the LSP store, goreshop.com. Go show Darby some love. Go listen to his music on streaming services if you haven't listened to this motherfucker yet. He's produced by Devereaux. This whole project is produced by Devereaux, and it's fucking fantastic. Shouts out to Darby O'Trill. Have you listened to Monoxide LP Chainsmoker? I know both groups have beef, but holy shit, is that album funny as shit. And a good look into what things were like for him at the moment. I've only listened to it like twice, I believe, man. That album came out in the dry spell of Juggalo shit for me, where I really wasn't fucking with a lot of shit. Yes, sir. You guessed it. Ding, ding, ding. JP Juggalo wins prizes. No one can deny how great Madrox and Monoxide were in the Hatchet area. I can't say the same for them these days, but the truth is the truth. Do not shoot or hunt this rabbit. Hey, it's all good, Papa. I got love for Twisted still. The Outshine shit was just so corny to me. I just don't listen to them actively anymore. But that's on me. I like Twisted shit. It actually kind of fucking sucks. I don't enjoy listening to them anymore because it doesn't feel right with the things they said on Outshine to me. That's just my personal opinion, though. On here I've been pushing pretty hard for some sort of Juggalo unity or whatever. But I've been honest about the fact that Twisted's the one that's going to have to apologize or what you will. And I think the way that starts is apologize by not going to the march, the Juggalo march. Just want to get that gimmick off real quick. Talk about that real quick because I do have love for Twisted. But they just, it's just unfortunate the way things got because it's just shitty situation all in all. I am a fan of Darby as well. Yeah, Darby's the shit, dude. KGP, hey, shouts out to JP Juggalo talking about KGP. That's some old school shit. That would be interesting, man. Now KGP, I don't think a lot of people know this. That was sort of a group of artists. I thought for a long time that it was just one motherfucker, but talking with Bad Mind, it seems like KGP was maybe at different eras, several people involved at once. So I thought that was interesting, a little old school horrorcore knowledge to drop on you. But KGP's, that's some old school fucking dirty wicked shit. KGP's dope. I think it would be interesting to hear new KGP in this era. Twizzlers, LOL. Yeah, Stony Low, not a fan of the Twizzlers. But teach their own, man. I understand why motherfuckers feel a certain type of way, and I even feel a certain type of way. That's why I can't listen to Twisted, because of that Outshine shit. But I do think, in the grand scheme of things, it's better to forgive some of these. I don't think that anything done is that bad where it can't be forgiven on either side. I don't think. But I maybe don't know everything that was done or said or whatever. Maybe that little the fight where Violent J punched Jamie was way heavier than it seems in that story. But to me, I mean, motherfuckers getting dumb fights. They get drunk and getting dumb fights with each other. It shouldn't be the end of a whole era of magical music making and friendship. And I don't know, man. There's a lot of dope shit that came out in that era, man. And while they're still around, I don't see why they can't just mend shit a little bit. At least just be cool with each other. Be able to work with each other on a certain level of being able to perform and make money together. I don't know. But this is a whole rap I've gone into several times. I'm not going to go over and over it again. I don't like the new Rap Rock stuff that they got going on. I'll be honest, I haven't even heard Unlikely Prescription. I have not even heard that album. I haven't listened to New Twisted since Outshine. I haven't listened to anything new that they put out. They always sounded like those cringe emo bands to me, yes. And I've never listened to it. To each their own, though. Hey, I'm more into rap Twisted. My Twisted was rap Twisted. H.O.K. Twisted, and the horrorcore shit, and hardcore rap Twisted. That was my Twisted. The rock shit's, some of this shit on Freak Show was cool. The rock shit's never been that appealing for me with Twisted. I always felt they should have focused more on being rappers, myself. But, to each their own. If they want to experiment as artists, that's their right. Hey, man, what's up? How you doing today? Whoop, whoop, by the way, Elliot. I saw that up there. I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? Let's get back to the notes. Oh, speaking of Darby, next week he's dropping the Street Trash video with Shaggy the Airhead. This is a song on Piecemeal. Very skater rap horrorcore, if you will. So go check that shit out. Go listen to Piecemeal and get ready for the Skate Trash music video, done by Dot Strife, who is a dope Juggalo artist as well. I want to shout out real quick. Shouts out to Dot Strife, very dope motherfucker. Hopefully I get to work with Dot Strife on Halloween Tape 5. I reached out to him. Hopefully that works out. I think it's Bull. They play Lotus. Yes. It's an interesting choice. It shows that they can't move on and that Violent J really had their best ideas. But that's a whole other thing that I've talked about many times. I'll do the rap real quick. My whole thing is, if Twisted really wanted to go out on their own and prove themselves and make their money on their own, then they wouldn't have used Violent J's gimmick that he gave to them, Twisted, the name and everything, spelling and everything, the whole gimmick and everything. They wouldn't have used that. They would have used the gimmick they wanted to use when they approached Psychopathic, which is ISI, International Superstars Incorporated. They should have used that gimmick and gone and started Superstar Records or whatever the fuck. I want to be a superstar. Hey. So that's my whole rap on that. But I can't blame Twisted for wanting to make money. Of course they want to make money. Of course they want to use Violent J's tremendously good idea to make money. But you can't also turn around and, you got to, I don't know. It's a whole thing. No, I don't know anything about Cruising the Barrio. If anyone knows anything about the Violent J on Cruising the Barrio show, I'm looking for a link to that. I can't find a link anywhere. I'm fucking dying to listen to it. I was watching GCW and hoping that Violent J was going to come out with Rude Boy to pay respects to Sabu, but that did not happen. That did not end up happening. Sabu came out sick from COVID, I believe, and a whole weird thing went down with this Justice fellow where he got heavily concussed and cut a CTE promo. It was a whole thing. But do you recommend Ballads of the Broken by Jelly Roll? Best album I've heard all year. I will listen to it. I fucking haven't listened to a lot of Jelly Roll, I'll be honest with you. Not the biggest fan of all country rap shit, but I do know that people are very passionate about Jelly Roll, and he does some different stuff. And I've heard him rapping before, and I like his rapping a lot. So I don't know how I feel about Jelly Roll. But I'll check it out, man. Thank you for the recommendation. Do you recommend it? I should say. By the fact that you're asking me, I would assume that you do recommend it. But I'm always looking for new music to listen to. I was actually going to talk a little bit about my best of 2022 shit, but I think I'm going to save that for a different stream. Oh, for fuck's sakes, what is this? I think another leech is trying to maybe make money off of me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shouts out to leeches on Facebook, always trying to make money off of underground musical artists in one way or the other. Usually in very sketchy ways. Oh, I wanted to say something about Sean Barrett's Gathering of the Juggalo mini documentary he released, The Story of Uncle Jeff. Go check that out. It's a very short video, but very funny, featuring cameos from Ouija Mac and Keegan, and a little quick thing with Shaggy in there as well. Sean Barrett has a lot of really funny content on various platforms, your TikToks, your Instagrams and shit. And I'm a fucking mark for the dude. I'll be honest. I love that dude's shit. And yeah, it's fresh as shit. Me either. I don't think rap and country mix good. It's not. It's interesting though. I like rappers with southern twangs though sometimes. I like motherfuckers like Ghetto Boys when they have a little bit of a southern twang, and like Scarface, for example, has a bit of a southern twang. I like that shit a lot. So and even Outkast has a bit of a southern thing to him. So I don't hate all southern rap. I actually like a lot of southern rap. But I think there's a good way to do it and maybe a slightly cringe way to do it. So my question is just like, and I know Jelly Roll really isn't doing that kind of southern rap at all. He's doing more old school country in a lot of ways, mixed in with some newer style rap melodies and shit. So that, from what I understand at least, check out Below One. He's got some good jams. Okay. What kind of music is Below One, JP Juggalo? Out of curiosity. Darn leeches, damn leeches, dang leeches, diggity dang leeches. I'll catch you later, fam. I got to bounce. Hey, shouts out to Moon Man tuning in for a little bit. Jelly Roll made an entire CD about his recovery from his addictions. He also blended country, R&B, and southern rock on this album. He also has an amazing singing voice. I will check it out, man. Thank you, Papa. I really appreciate recommendations for new music, because someone who's always looking for new shit to listen to, because, you know, I'm honestly listening to not a lot of music. I listen to a lot of podcasts and shit. Raps about life. Ah, okay, JP Juggalo. I will check it out if I remember. Old school street rap. Oh, looks like Chaotic knows what it is too. Old school street rap shit. I have Below One on the show. Okay, he's an underground motherfucker. I will peep the blah, blah. I will peep his shit out. So yeah, check out Sean Barrett's Gathering of the Juggalos mini doc. I think the story of Uncle Juff. It's on YouTube. Very funny. Haven't seen many people talking about it. Beneath the Dirt was complaining about no shows in New England. Dog, I don't know what you're talking about. There's shows in New England a lot, man. You might not be going to them or talking about them. There's shows in New England coming up with Misery and DJ Clay. Maybe you're not trying to go to a Misery or DJ Clay show. I'm opening for one of them in Manchester, New Hampshire, January 27th. Do you see how I worked in my own plug? I'm going to talk some more Juggalo podcast shit. CPN, his channel's gone? Is this true? I haven't had the time to go and look myself, but I did see people showing that his channel's gone. What the fuck did he do? What rant did he go on to get deplatformed? Did he do a Playboy Beast? Was he there on January 6th? I don't know anything about country rap. Boondocks was about the closest thing I've come to it. And I do like Boondocks. I do like a decent amount of Boondocks shit that I've heard. I recently bought Boondocks The Harvest in a grip of used Juggalo CDs that I purchased. Yeah, unfortunately. That's too bad, man. I'm a fan of CPN. I featured CPN in my 2019 Gathering of the Juggalos documentary. He was one of the first YouTube streamers I saw when I got on YouTube to see, YouTube Juggalo content. And low-key, definitely an influence on me, for sure. Him and Murder Mayhem Show and Beneath the Dirt are probably the three main influences as far as like seeing other streamers do this shit. And I interviewed him at the Gathering of the Juggalos 2019 because he was in full effect in that bitch, man. He was getting a lot of love, and yeah, he had a whole fucking event or two that he was hosting. So I don't know, what the fuck did he do? That's unfortunate. I like CPN. I think he's a really good dude. It's just unfortunate to see these guys getting into like beefs and shit, because I'll use this as my segue going into another Juggalo YouTube channel, Studio 17. I think they have a YouTube show called Big and Butter or something like that. I subscribe to Studio 17, and I've gone over there to check their content out a lot, but I'm not checking out every fucking Juggalo YouTuber all the time. I do try to check out some shit when I can. I actually really like Juggalo YouTube content, obviously. It's why I make it myself. But I can't check out everybody's shit all the time. But I noticed that they were live, so I just popped into a Studio 17 stream. Big and Butter, I don't know what episode, one of the more recent ones, and guess who they just so happen to be talking about? Little old me. And I thought that was interesting. Good timing on my part. Not saying anything bad, mind you. They were talking about my Gathering of the Juggalo documentary, and I think the context was that Not Slim 1 has still not edited together his Gathering of the Juggalos footage, and he was saying basically he was using me as justification for why he didn't do that, because I had waited so long to release my footage. But The reason I wait, I've said this before, is I wait because I want it to feel like a little Christmas present. Everybody drops their gathering footage right after the gathering, and there's a flood of footage, and everybody can go and see pretty much anything they want right after the gathering of the Juggalos. You can see whatever you want, and a lot of stuff might get lost in the sauce if you were to drop right after the gathering. My feeling is I like to drop in winter, specifically around Christmas time this year, and give you a little feeling of those summertime vibes, a little memories of what you had a few months ago, and look forward to the future and only a few months away when we get to do it all over again. It's almost like the halfway point, if you will. And yeah, man, that's my reasoning on doing it. But anyway, so I tuned in to Studio 17 and they were talking about little old me, which I thought was the funniest fucking timing. So I was peeping the thing for a little bit to see what they were going to say, and they didn't say anything bad. So I let them know I was watching with the whoop whoop alien head in the chat. And low-key, I think I spooked them. I think I freaked them out a little bit because it's a little weird when you're talking about someone who's not always in your chat. And you're probably not always talking about me on that show, I would assume. I can't imagine they're fucking talking about my ass on Studio 17. Maybe they are. I'm just not aware of it. But then that motherfucker shows up and he starts popping off in the chat with cheeky little whoop whoops with the alien head symbol. So yeah, I just thought that was funny as hell. I do think it spooked him a little bit, and because he was like, "Oh, we ain't talking shit," and I'm like, "No, I know you're not talking shit. It's all love. It's all love." And like I said before, I got love, nothing but love for my fellow Juggalos, especially Juggalo YouTubers and shit, man. No beef over here. I don't want fucking problems at the gathering of the Juggalos, man. I'm there to have some fun and talk to Juggalos and have a good time, and I think everybody else should be too. So yeah, it's all love over here. Studio 17 and not Slim 1. And dude, fucking release your gathering footage. I'm interested to see what footage you got. But yeah, how did I get into that? Oh, I was saying CPN and Studio 17 had their little problems at the gathering of the Juggalos. And yeah, I was just saying it's a shame that that even has to happen. Can't we all get along? Can't we all just get along and have a good gathering? You don't just focus on your homies, you show as much as possible in your gathering videos. That's why yours are worth the wait. But I would have paid money to see Oxiana at the show. Who's Oxiana? Who's this Oxiana you speak of, Papa? Ooh. It was CPN and Crazy McCormick. What was CPN and Crazy McCormick? Shouts out to Crazy, by the way. I talked to him at the gathering this past year. He's in the carnival being interviewed. Crazy seems like a nice guy. Shouts out to Crazy McCormick. I think recently added to Toxic Plague Entertainment as a full-time member. So shouts out to Crazy McCormick for that. I also want to give some love to Toxic Plague Entertainment because they had an interview with Tom Wood while I'm in my little Juggalo podcast segment. They had an interview with Tom Wood that I'm currently listening to that I think is really dope. So shouts out to Plague doing the interview over there. I think you did a good job, homie. I thought that was really good. The first Juggalos I've seen on YouTube. Who's the first Juggalos? Oh, Crazy McCormick and CPM were the first ones you seen. Not the Boy Blue. I hear the Boy Blue was a rather legendary Juggalo back in his day. But I don't really know. Shouts out to Boy Blue. Seems like a guy who maybe is hard on his luck a lot of times and asking for Juggalos for money a little too much. But hopefully he's doing good. I haven't actually seen him in a while. Anyway. 1 second. We're going to have to cut this Faygo with some H2O. Where's my H2O? Don't spill it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Continuing. So Ouija Mac did a Facebook Live video recently where he played a new song called 17 Blunts. Played like the whole damn song, produced by Devereaux. Clearly working on some new music. He also tweeted recently that he's currently working on Juggalo classics, is how he put it. So, yeah, Ouija feeling himself with some of the new music he's working on. Ouija also tweeted out a question, Ouija Mac times Whitney Payton, basically asking if you would like to hear Ouija and Whitney on a track. I did also see that this has been reported on by many people, but not many people are reporting on the fact that Ouija wasn't the only one who tweeted this out, who posted about this. Whitney, around the same time, tweeted the very same thing. So I wonder if those two were together already working on something and just figured like, hey, let's post at the same time and see what each of our fan bases think about this song that we're working on. Purely speculation. Speaking of purely speculation, I want to give a shout out to, let me get my Twitter open here. Motherfucking Willoughby Rags, Grim Reaper Doodoo 9 on Twitter, who shared a very interesting piece of speculation with me about Ouija Mac having a ghostwriter, and that ghostwriter being the Insane Clown Posse / Violent J. Now, I thought I just want to bring this up real quick and talk about that, because I found this interesting, because I had another conspiracy theory, a piece of purely speculation, if you will, about Ouija Mac in ghostwriting. I thought when Ouija Mac first got signed and they first dropped Gutter Water, I thought the songs Bare Hands and If I Was a Wizard were ICP reference tracks that he submitted to be ICP songs that he had ghostwritten. If you don't know, with ghostwriting, you actually, in a lot of cases, you don't just write it out. The artist will record the whole fucking song for the artist and send the song to the artist. And that artist, like your Drakes, if you will, your Dr. Dre's, will take the whole song and re-record that bitch. Your Blaze Your Dead homies, if you will. If you've ever heard Violent J's Walk It Out song, that's the reason that Violent J's version of Walk It Out exists and Blaze Your Dead Homies exists, because Violent J made that whole song, gave it to Blaze, and Blaze recreated it. So I speculate that the song Bare Hands and If I Was a Wizard were ICP songs submitted by Ouija Mac to ICP that they just decided, yo, we're not going to do the fucking ghostwriting thing. You know what? I think everybody, this is an interesting thing to talk about. I think everybody has their time on YouTube and the spotlight must fade. I do videos for the hell of it, not to be monetized. Though that's cool too. Soon I'll stop, but I'll still pop in. Hey, Papa, if you want to pop into the Humble Among broadcast system anytime, let me know. Yeah, dude, I just do this shit for fun. I think it would be dope as fuck to get monetized, though. I ain't gonna lie. Have a little fun hobby and make a little Skrilla on the side. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to do that. Seen her live, good energy. Whitney, yes, we got to be talking about Whitney with that. Whitney does have good energy. Shouts out to Whitney Payton. I have a lot of fresh footage of Whitney at the Gathering this past year in the carnival, my documentary. Go check that out. Her riding on an inflatable dragon, and her being held up by the hands of many juggalos and standing on the hands of juggalos. Really fresh shit, man. Whitney Payton puts on a hell of a performance. I think she's awesome. So yeah, I wanted to shout out Willoughby Rags and get a little piece of purely speculation off, because I thought that was interesting, and I just wanted to do some of my weird Juggalo conspiracy theory bullshit. Here's another one. I'll drop a really. I just want to put this out into the Juggalo world, just because I want to see this germinate and go viral. I've never seen anyone say this. This is purely something that I've thought. I don't think anyone's ever said this, but nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save it. It's too good. It's got to be its own video. I almost did it. I almost dropped one of my biggest Juggalo conspiracy theories that I've been saving for a while. Purely speculation, by the way. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I still kind of want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I got to do a whole video about it. I got to blow some minds with it. Anyway, I shouldn't even brought that up. Ouija Mac is on Cameo. If you want a Ouija Mac shout out, you can go to Cameo and get a Ouija Mac shout out. Turnaround is pretty quick. I did see my homegirl Shayna got a shout out for him yesterday, and already had it in her inbox today. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to tease you guys. I shouldn't have brought it up. I don't mean to be a tease. I just realizing I really should save it for its own video because it's so juicy. I shouldn't drop it late in a stream and let it be buried. Boy, I got a good conspiracy theory though. It's wild though. It doesn't. You guys are gonna be like, Humble Among, you're fucking insane. It's like on some like, I can't even tease it. I'm gonna shut up about it. I want to talk a little bit about Cottonmouth Kings and sparse attendance at shows. Cottonmouth Kings on tour right now, and I saw someone who attended a show in San Antonio say that there was about 14 tickets sold and maybe I don't know 30. Wait, the rest of the crowd was spillover from the bar that the club let in for free. So 14 people bought tickets for this show in San Antonio, and then there were some other people at the bar who didn't buy tickets but kind of maybe got in for free because they were just at the bar, I guess is what he's saying, for a total of 32 people at this Cottonmouth Kings show. So that rebrand of Cottonmouth Kings is not working out well for D-Lo. I did hear that Blaze You Dead Homie attendance is rather down as well for this little tour that Blaze is on. Hopefully it doesn't mean that the attendance is down in general for the underground and it's maybe a isolated thing for these pockets of the underground, if you know what I mean. I agree. Keep it for next time. Yeah, I don't want to drop it that late into the stream. Mad motherfucking clown. Wait, mad motherfucking wicked clown love to Humble Among, whoop whoop. Diamond, 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 butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Does your conspiracy have to do with psychopathics from... No. Why? Wait. Why? Why do you ask, spooky defunct guy? I'm very curious now. Ooh. I saw KMK gathering in the Juggalos 2015 with a head full of LSD from the tilt-a-whirl. You took LSD on a tilt-a-whirl? Or the tilt-a-whirl threw LSD into your head? Is that what you're saying to me? I think that's what he's saying to me, ladies and gents. I think he's saying a tilt-a-whirl threw LSD inside of his head, and then he got off of the tilt-a-whirl and went to see the Cottonmouth Kings. Right? I think that's a pretty accurate read on this situation. I love the song Conquer, Taking Over the World. Definitely a Juggalo anthem. That's a great fucking song. Oh, do you think... you might, it might feed into parts of my conspiracy theory. Yeah, on the ride. So yeah, the ride itself threw it into your mouth, and yeah, those fucking... Can't believe the ride dosed you like that. That's really fucked up, bro. Rides, that buy the ticket, take the ride is one thing, but when the ride makes you buy the what am I doing? What bit am I doing here? Oh yeah, I shouted out TPE for their Tom Wood interview. Go check that shit out. That was really good. I'm about halfway through that interview, and so far, really entertaining. Shouts out to Play getting that interview. That's a really good look for them. Hope you guys do more interviews and shit like that, because I think that would be a good look for you guys. So congratulations, and I want to see more of the same. You guys, actually, while I'm TPE, do another fucking trivia night. When you guys did that trivia shit, that shit was so fun. Spend some time coming up with a bunch of fucking questions and do a trivia night. That shit was fucking awesome. Maybe I'm the reason you have your theory. I don't know, man. It bleeds into it a little bit, but it's a lot wilder than this. It's one little baby. I can't do it. Nice try, Spooky. Nice try to pull it out of me. It's not happening. I talk about spooking Studio. I talk about spooking Studio 17. I want to give some love to a Juggalo YouTube video that I saw. Go on YouTube and look for a video called "Flutter Till You Make It." It's this video that a Juggalo, if you will, posted on my Facebook, where she's talking about wanting to start her YouTube, and her name is Fluttershy, I believe, what she goes by. She's a Juggalo cosplayer. A lot of y'all have seen her and her husband at events. They kill the cosplay shit. They're absolutely amazing at it. And so she was talking in this video about wanting to start her own YouTube, And I found this really fascinating little piece of video because she was talking about some stuff that I relate to quite deeply, with wanting to start her YouTube and struggling to figure out what she wanted to do with her YouTube, and what she couldn't really decide on one thing. And someone suggested that she just talk about her makeup tutorials. And she was like, here's the thing though about my makeup tutorials. It takes me many tries to get my makeup right. I'm not the best at it. And then she went into a rap about how she, not always being the best at something when you first try it, and to try it anyway. And that's what she wanted her YouTube to be, is a bunch of her actually trying new things. So I hope the homegirl keeps doing it. And I just thought it was really inspirational, and I related to it a lot. And it had me thinking honestly a lot this week about how people, I have this crazy idea in my head that people, all people have a talent or something special within them, and probably multiple talents and multiple special things about them, things that they are good at, things that they are incredibly skilled at. And a lot of times you're not going to ever discover those skills or find out if you are talented at those things unless you try. I never thought I would be good at like rhyming words or whatever the fuck. First time I ever wrote a poem was a school project. I was assigned to write a poem about Mars in the 5th grade. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed doing it. And I slowly over the years started writing more and more and more. And yeah, and that turned into me being a rapper. Did they do Bazooka Joey last year? I think they did. I think they did. Yes, the cosplay couple. Yes, that's the couple, man. That's her husband, the Bazooka Joey. He did Bazooka Joey. You know who I'm talking about then. Yeah, she posted a really awesome YouTube video, and I just want to give it some love. I think you guys should go check it out, give her a subscribe as well, support her, and yeah, I hope she does some more YouTube content. Let's see, the Ozark vlogs. If you follow the Shaggy and the Creep show, they've been doing these vlogs with Tom Wood. When they went down to hang out with Tom Wood to do I guess the Powcast interview or maybe some other stuff, they filmed a bunch of vlogs. So I've been watching those. I think I missed the one that came out. Yeah, I didn't see the one that came out Saturday. These have been really entertaining. They did some training to be rodeo clowns. I always am entertained when Shaggy is maybe in danger. Shaggy low-key having panic attacks, it seemed, though, with the bull trying to run him down. But yeah, really entertaining. I want to give some love to the Ozark vlogs. Loving watching those. And Powcast 97. I'm going to do my quick gimmick of running down Powcast notes wildly out of context, so it just sounds like insanity and gibberish, but things that stuck out to me about the Powcast 97 for whatever reason. Zipping up a Ned lip in a zipper was talked about. People with southern accents sounding stupid, which is something that Shaggy brings up every now and again, and I have to agree with him for some reason. And I'm from the South, and I do feel like sometimes people with southern accents sound stupid. I hate to say it. I don't know why that is. I have a lot of respect for intelligent southern people. The motherfucking Joe Bob Briggs is a very intelligent man, but I feel like sometimes he's talking and you're like, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. That's basically what Shaggy was saying. Like if you're talking to a Southern doctor, you're like, yeah, what degree did you get your degree from? I just thought that was really funny, especially being someone from the South who has my whole family pretty much has Southern accents. Crazy wrestler guy would light his hand on fire back in the day. That was a wild story, by the way. Shouts out to Shaggy for telling that story. I might have to go back and listen to that story. There was a lot going on there. Shaggy wants to do a new challenge, a new prank, if you will, where you go up to people at the urinal and you pull up their pants at the urinal while they're peeing. This is a new fun prank and challenge that Shaggy 2 Dope is putting out into the world that you should try. Keegan might be training to wrestle with Shaggy. We need that vlog. Do that vlog. Shaggy and the Creep. We want to see that vlog. I want to see Keegan train to wrestle. I want to see Keegan the Creep take a back bump, flat back bump. That's what I want. We need that footage. Tom Wood gonna have a festival. I saw that. He's got his little floaty boy festival, right? The floating down the river, lazy river type of festival or something, right? I did see that in the interview that TPE was doing. I think I'm at the section where they were just talking about that. I'm definitely not gifted. Just a stale ninja. Hey, dog, you never know, man. You never know unless you try things. And you know what? You know what's spooky? The worst thing that can happen if you try something, you fuck it up. Who cares? It's not the end of the fucking world, bro. Try something else. Try it again. And you know what? You're not going to be the best at something the first time. I fucking suck at rapping when I fucking started. A lot of people think I fucking suck now. Shit. A lot of people think I never got good. I mean, I think I got good. I'm happy as fuck with how my music sounds, but straight up, I thought I fucking was trash when I first started. It took me a lot of tries to get my shit right. I feel like I'm still improving. If I'm being real, I feel like I am still improving. But yeah, you're not always going to be the best at what you do the first time you do something. You have to try though to find out if there's something there, because you never know sometimes unless you try that shit. Fucking up is the first part of being great at anything. Words of wisdom from my motherfucking man, King of Wakanda. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna drop in the chat if anyone wants to join me. I'm gonna drop in the chat. And if you guys have any questions for me or anything, drop those in the chat as well. I'm going to drop the link into the chat for Wakanda. And if you're still here, Stony, if you would like to jump in here. Anyone, actually, motherfucking fuck it. Anyone who's in here who has a camera set up who would like to jump in. There you go. Link is in the chat. Anyone who would like to jump in and talk some shit or whatever. I have like one last thing I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to wait to see if anyone wants to jump in with me for a little bit. If you have any questions for Humble Among, now would be your time to drop them in the chat or come on here and ask them in person. The link is in the chat for anyone who would like to join me. I'm going to have a sip of Fago. Oh, you know what? While we're waiting, I almost forgot. While we're waiting, I got some unboxing gimmicks I'll do for you guys. I have a ICP merch package. And I have a little gimmick I want to show you that I got for my ICP merch collecting and t-shirt collecting ways. Evolve or die is my motto. Doesn't mean I can't suck at life. Hey man, all I'm saying is, you can be the best at sucking at life. I don't know. Teach their own, man. I mean, I'm a man of a very positive outlook these days. So this gimmick, all I'm saying is try stuff, Spooky the fun guy. You never know. You might be the best. You might be the best mushroom. So this thing is a t-shirt folding gimmick. This is to help me fold my ICP t-shirts and put them in plastic bags, very neat-like. Shouts out to Emily who showed me one of these and that they exist. Haven't tried it yet. Literally got it this week, but I just wanted to show you guys some weird shit that I'm doing with my ICP collecting OCD-ness. I might make a video and show you the process of using one of these. If that interests you, let me know. I might do that shit and show you me folding some ICP shirts and putting them in plastic bags. Is that interesting content? I don't know. You let me know. I hope that didn't break just throwing it on the ground right now, because it is just plastic. One more thing to open, some ICP merch. I did the recent drop right before Christmas. Stony in the motherfucking place to be. Add to the stream. Let me put my goddamn headphones in and add Stony. Oh, I added and removed him. There he is again. Okay, what's up, Stony? Are you not on? Edit mic settings. Is your shit on? It's on over here. You got nothing? What the fuck? I don't know. Let me see here. Say something, Stony. Nah, nada. Edit mic settings. See, I have all the shit on here. I don't know. Automatically adjust mic volume. Let me turn you way the fuck up. See if that does anything. Nothing.
You hear me now?
Oh, there we go. There he is.
Yeah, I got a new webcam, and apparently it defaulted like everything on my mic across all my platforms. So it's
hell yeah. Well, we figured it out. How you doing, Stone? Oh, and Wakanda joining us as well.
This motherfucker. Yeah. What's up, dude?
How you doing? What up, y'all?
Whoop, whoop.
I'm doing good.
Whoop, whoop.
What's up?
All right, trying not to show my goddamn dress on the stream again. So I got this drop they did before Christmas. I got a couple of gimmicks here.
Volume down?
Yeah, we can hear you in the background, dog.
Yeah,
you got that shit playing in the background.
Doing it. She's on it.
These crew neck boys that are really crazy fresh. That I'm a huge fan of.
Ooh, is that a shirt?
It's a crew neck. It's like a sweatshirt without the hoodie, non hoodie sweatshirt. So I love that colorway. So I had to get that shit and this shit.
That shit's fresh.
Yo. Damn. Yeah, I was thinking about picking that up in the snapback.
Yeah, man. So I've been wanting some crew necks for the warm weather and shit, or the to keep warm in the cold weather, I should say. And when I saw that, I geeked the fuck out. I was trying to be a good boy and not spend too much money with Christmas shit, but fucking shit got me anyway. And the thing I'm really the most excited about, which I have a lot of Joker's cards. Speaking of which, I'm rocking this Joker's card shirt right now, right?
Yes, dude, it's my favorite.
So I got almost every Joker's card on a t-shirt. The one I'm missing is Carnival of Carnage. And so I had to get with that drop.
Shit.
Oh, wow. That's a really good shirt.
Finally have a Carnival of Carnage t-shirt to rock. One of my favorite Joker's cards. If not my favorite. I go back and forth all over the place with deciding if Hell's Pit or Carnival of Carnage is my favorite. But
mine's between Carnival of Carnage because it was my first when I was a kid.
And such a wild first. Every time you say that, I'm like, that's such a wild first to have. It's like Carnival.
It was the very first CD I ever bought, dog.
That's so wild, dude.
Ever.
That's so wild. I know I've asked
what
you
are
this
compact
before.
discs?
I know I've asked you this before, but how did you find that CD?
I saw them in wrestling, and I thought that they were. I was looking for the intro music.
And you bought that one because you thought it was on there.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I thought Ghetto Freak Show was the Oddity song.
Right. My favorite Joker's card is probably it's a toss-up between Ringmaster and Riddlebox, because 12 on Riddlebox was literally the first song that I ever listened to by them that I was like, this is so fucking dark.
12 is awesome.
Yeah, bro. Like the mental image where he's talking about like, fucking pushing his fingers into that motherfucker's skull till they fucking touch. Dude, that's wild as shit, dude. Blew my fucking brain out when I was a kid. That shit was wild.
Anyone ever see a Bigfoot? I love that question. No, but I live in Vermont, and I'm always asking my hunter friends whenever I'm in a conversation with anyone, and like the idea of hunting comes up or anything. I'm always trying to find out if they had seen Bigfoot. I literally am always asking motherfuckers. But no, I have not seen a Bigfoot. I have seen a UFO though.
Dude, I saw some UFOs, but they turned out to be satellites.
Ah, disappointed.
It was super close, though.
Yeah, I saw a daytime sighting that was like one of those metal cigar shaped boys floating really slow through the air. It was the weirdest shit, bro. I still no fucking clue what the hell that was, but you hear about the Tic Tac UFO and all that shit, like.
Oh, that shit was crazy. The Tic Tac shit, bro.
Yeah,
that shit was nuts, man. That interview.
My first was a great Malenko. I had to hide it from my parents due to them not letting me listen to explicit lyrics.
I feel
Shout out to people hiding their fucking music from their parents, man. You did that too, Tony?
Yeah, shout out to my parents for throwing so many of them motherfuckers away, bro. I probably had like 4 copies of Hell's Pit. Bro. Like, dude, that shit.
Dude, I traded one of my CDs to one of my homies. And it was for Battle of Los Angeles, Rage Against the Machine. I let him borrow Jekyll Brothers. And when I showed up, his mom was like, "Don't play that in my house," type shit. It was fucking weird.
But was cool with the Rage Against the Machine.
You know, I traded. We traded albums just for a
Oh,
little while. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Yeah, it was a temporary
Yeah,
trade.
yeah, temporary trade.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I was very lucky with not having my dad. You know, my mom passed away when I was very young, but my dad was, you know, always very permissive with the kind of content that I would consume. So I was very lucky with like, and he was, you know, my dad's like a kind of a weirdo hippie and like a Frank Zappa fan and shit. So he kind of
Nice.
understands this weird shit, you know, or like
Yeah.
subcultures and shit, you know. So he
Yeah.
probably on some level was like, oh, that's cool. My son's into some weird fucking shit. These weird
The
clowns
new
that-
version of what I was into.
Yeah, right. Like on some level,
Yeah.
at least.
I had a homie that had a stepdad that was like that, exactly like that.
Yeah,
My
shouts out my
stepdad
dad.
is the
My dad's a
person
really
that-
cool dude.
My stepdad and his brother are the people that introduced me to ICP, and I'm sure my fucking dad and my stepmom really weren't happy about it. But
So how did that play out, Stoney? Tell me about that. How did that all go down? Like, what did you hear? Like, what
so
circumstances?
Well, I really wouldn't say they introduced me to it. I first heard it at a friend's house. Their older brothers were playing it, and at that time, Jekyll Brothers had just came out. So Fuck the World was really hot, and Mad Professor was fucking really, really hot. And you know, okay, so you start hearing this shit, and then you hear it. Stepdad comes around, he's got a brother, and you hear it, you know, out and about with your mom and doing the new family shit. And I'm like, yo, I know what this shit is. I was like, it's the fucking wild ass clown motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he breaks the fucking CD binder over, and it had everything up to Bizarre Bizarre and all that shit at that point. And
What year was that you
Old ass
came into it?
when I got all of his shit, that was what up to Bizarre Bizarre.
Oh, so it was the era of Bizarre.
No, but that was before that. So that would have been 97. 97? So, or 99.
Yeah, Jekyll's 99.
Yeah, Jekyll's 99 for sure.
Word up.
So 99, but I heard them way before that.
Yeah, my era is like the Great Malenko, 100%. Like, definitely that was when I first started to see him. Like Wukanda, I saw them on other things like wrestling and Howard Stern at first, and the MTV news report stuff that they would run about them occasionally. I'd be like, who the fuck are these guys? Like, they captured my attention just on that level. And then like when I heard their music the first time, I really thought they were fucking Cypress Hill. Like, I legit thought they were Cypress Hill. And it was the Great Malenko. And after a while, like, I figured, like, what? I had to ask, what the fuck? Like, I realized this is not Cypress Hill. What the fuck is this? And
I saw him on wrestling, and then I got into their music. And then in high school, like, I was super into their music. And then in high school, I met one of my homies, and he handed me Big Money Hustlers in ISS class. Or, well, I'd say class, but it was just like a room with like stalls that you just sat in.
Yo,
yeah, been there, done that.
All my homies I used to make watch Big Money Hustlers, even though they were not juggalos and did not fuck with the clowns at all. I used to make motherfucking homies watch.
Well, I was in there for wearing a Violent J shirt. It was right when Columbine happened, and they were like, "Yo, that says Violent on it. You need to go out. You need to get out of here."
Jesus Christ!
And that's when I met him. So, like, thank you.
I know a lot of people that I've introduced to that movie, and even on a non-fucking they don't fuck with Juggalos level, they said it's pretty fucking funny. Like, the comedic value of those movies are great.
I mean, it's just a dumb comedy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I love a dumb comedy. Like, shouts out to fucking Tenacious D, like we were saying earlier. That's another just kind of a dumb comedy, you know what I mean? I love shit like that.
Yeah, but then you like look at it and they're like ultraly talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some of the best talent in that.
I have a hot take. I think Big Money Wrestlers is a better movie. I know that some people disagree, but I like Wrestlers better, man. I don't know what I think it's just it looks a little better. It's shot like on newer technology, so it just looks a little better. And,
that sounds like a second Decker thing to say.
I know, but I have to say I really like Wrestlers a lot. It tickles the fuck out of me. It's
honestly, I saw it once and was like, "What the fuck?" And then that was it. I might revisit it.
It's good, man. I would revisit it. Also,
yeah, definitely.
I gotta say, if you got the DVD copies of these movies, You are fucking sleeping if you've never listened to the commentary tracks of these movies.
Yes. Right. That's some of the best part.
Especially Big Money Hustlers. The Big Money Hustlers commentary track is fucking fantastic. It's Rude Boy, Shaggy 2 Dope. No, wait. It's just Rude Boy and Violent J, if I remember. And it's so fucking funny, man. It is so great. And the Rustlers, I think, is just Jay and Shags, I think. But yeah, so fantastic.
And I'll check it out just for that, bro.
Dude, you got, and they tell some really funny behind the scenes stuff, and they're lightly shitting on Misery and Big Money Hustlers, which is really kind of funny.
I'd shit on somebody, they stab me.
Yeah. Stab the homie. Stab your dead homie.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. I love Rustlers though, man. I don't know what it is. I like I think it's just the production quality is just so much better, and yeah, I don't know. I like that Jay's like really fucking fat in it too. Like it's pretty fucking fat, Jay.
One year he was so fat we were all scared, bro. Like he couldn't even get into the wrestling ring. It was scary, bro. Boy, it was a lot scarier than this shit, probably.
How many times has he gone up and down with his weight like that?
I have no idea.
Just once, like that much.
Yeah, he ballooned up
twice
real big.
He's kind of gone up and down a few times though, because I remember like the Bazaar area, he kind of was starting to get big again.
That was like stocky Jay. Then, like for me, it was never he was fat until like that period.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
It was always like super skinny Jay at the first couple of cards, and then Jay got stocky as we got older. And then all of a sudden, he was just
man. He got comfortable. He probably had a woman that cooked good.
Yeah, he definitely like ballooned up before Bazaar, or like during Bazaar, and then like he talks about it in Behind the Pain. He like during the Wraith and stuff, like he started running and dropped all this weight and was like looking super skinny again. But then I know after that he obviously balloons up again for Hell's Pit. Like he's in that dark era. Like he I believe he's gone up and down like 4 or 5 different times, like back and forth. Like. That's not healthy, man. That's something else that almost certainly really adds to the heart condition thing, because that going up and down thing.
Yeah.
And I hope that motherfucker has stopped drinking Red Bulls, by the way. That's something I've been seeing on those streams. I don't know if I talked about this ever on here, but on those streams they did recently, he's still drinking Red Bulls. Like,
yeah, it seems like that would cause heart palpitations and shit.
Exactly, that's what he's trying to avoid, right? So I don't understand why he's drinking Red Bulls on streams, man.
He's trying to get that energy. He's trying to get hype.
Yeah, he's trying to stay awake. But I mean,
yeah, that too.
I understand it as someone who drinks energy drinks occasionally to do the exact same thing, to keep going and get more shit done. But there's definitely been times where I feel my heart skipping beats. Like I can feel it skipping a beat in my fucking chest, and I'm like, man, that is not healthy, is it? So
yeah,
I can only imagine what someone with a heart condition, how that shit would play out. But I wanted to talk about with you guys on here, Juggalo Day. What the fuck? Is it happening? Are they waiting?
They still ain't said shit about that?
Nah, nothing. Is it even happening? Are they waiting till the end of February this year? Like the streams are coming back next month, and they're gonna wait till the end of the month. Is that what is going on? Is it?
That's some last minute shit.
Because it was supposed to be in January, right? Like they even had the date in the book, I think, right?
TBE talked about it yesterday.
Is it always the same day?
I thought it was loosey goosey, like the Gathering, where sometimes it's maybe a couple weeks forward and back. I don't know if it is always the same day.
Right. It might just be until they find the spot. That's usually the problem.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that something gets announced soon, because I know people are trying to fucking travel. How the fuck do you plan these things out if you don't have any time to do it? And I am trying to go if I can, but I don't know if I can.
It's usually some West Coast shit.
I'd be down. I've never been on the West Coast.
I thought that was the whole purpose of it. It was like, I know y'all can't come to the Gathering. Here's some West Coast shit.
New Orleans a few years ago. One of the more recent ones was New Orleans.
Oh shit, I don't know that.
So they kind of jump all over the place.
Oh, okay.
But the other thing is that Wicked Vic is supposed to be coming out with it, but no word on that either. And yeah,
they always
ICP playing it like ICP does with not giving
they
you any
always
word.
late, dog.
But I think, you know, I think the way to look at this is they got so much shit for announcing all this stuff that never happens, that, you know, and that they did say on streams that they were going to try to get better, and they were going to try to wait till they were ready to announce stuff.
Bro,
and I think they've been kind of good.
I think it works for them.
I agree. I've said this before. I think one of my favorite parts about ICP is that how sometimes everything's a little fucked up and it's not perfect. You know what I mean?
But I think it works.
But I do think that they are committing to trying to be better. They did, you know, commit to Yum Yum coming out on Halloween, and they've been good for the most part. Maybe some of that Patreon shit's a little fucking signs of iffiness, but they can't help that a ninja jumped up and showed his fucking butthole. You know what I mean? There's certain things they can't fucking control. So
before the show your butthole thing, we used to always be like, show your titties. But then, like, I guess Me Too happened, so we were like unisex about it, like, show your butthole. Everybody's got one of those.
Yep.
And
I think that's
like
what happened, dog.
It is a sneaky way to get a sneak peek at some vagina if it's a female.
No, that's some jealous boyfriend sounding shit.
There's some jealous boyfriends?
No, that's what that sounds like. They just trying to see their vagina.
Oh, I
like, no, we trying to say no gender. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta
it
tell
don't
the
matter.
boyfriend, like, bro, break your dime piece out or whatever.
Yeah, dude, I showed my dick one time, so one chick specifically would show her titties.
Allegedly.
She was like, I ain't gonna show my titties, show your dick. I was like, all right. And she was like, oh, okay, all right.
All right.
That was like,
enough.
that was
props
way
to Wakanda for being fair. Fair and
I was like, nobody look. And then I showed my dick, and then everybody got to see her boobies.
Spooky the Fun Guy did say J-Day been in Ohio, Detroit, Florida, NOLA, etc.
God damn, that's everywhere.
They've gone down south a little bit. They've gone west coast a little bit. So it's kind of all over the place. Yo, bring it to the East Coast. Make it easy for me. Make it easy for me. I'm always having to try for these things.
Do you think they're just kind of seeing what fucking COVID does? Because like that's just getting blasted everywhere right now too.
Could be that, man. That's a good point. A
lot of weather's all fucked up right now. Like everybody's waiting on snow and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if the EP isn't ready, they're like, well, we're not going to do the show if the EP is not ready. Maybe it's that. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a number of things.
But
Juggalos, doing Juggalo shit.
ICP
being late as fuck.
Yep.
Psychopathic time, if you will.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm hoping that it gets announced soon, because I do want to find the fuck out and figure out if I can go. I do want to try to go. And also, still no Twitch, still no announcement on the Twitch, which is, you know, my speculation is that the Twitch thing is going to be linked to Juggalo Day. I feel like they're going to line up the Twitch streams leading up to the end of the month, like they've done with all these other Patreon streams. And but will it happen at the end of the month next month? Because we got nothing this month, and I don't think that they're announcing it to be at the end of the month here halfway through January. And no Twitch stuff going on, because I think what they're trying to do is use the Twitch streams to drive as promotion for the show at the end of the month every time, because you got these free streams that is basically free promotion on the internet, and
like wrestling to like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of what they're maybe thinking about these things, because they're always, every single one of them has all led up to a show at the end. So I think it's really tied to the Twitch thing. I think that's a big reason why nothing's going on. But that's all purely speculation shit. Yeah, that's really all I had to talk about, though. So unless you guys want to chop it up on some more shit, like, I'm done with my notes, if you will.
You still got the same notebook?
No, I'm down to doing it in the phone nowadays. I do have the notebook. It's in the phone nowadays, just because I'm seeing it. I figured, you know, I'm seeing it.
Right.
Stuff
no, it makes more sense.
Yeah, so I'm already on my phone anyway. So I want to spend some time talking about TPE has their year anniversary stream tomorrow night, right?
I do believe so, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to be trying to tune into that. Definitely watch that. I know, Stoney, you're probably going to be up on that motherfucker, almost certainly.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's the maybe status now.
That's I can't talk about it. It's under contract.
Oh shit! Did I just let the cat out of the bag? Shit.
Not at all, man.
Oh, fuck. Hope I didn't let the cat out of the bag. But I'm definitely trying to watch
showed
that
up
shit.
when you said that.
Hey, Ouija cat. What's up, homie?
No, that's Milton.
Oh, Milton cat. What's up, Milton cat?
You remember in the Rugrats when the Rugrats had a baby and it was like an egg and they named it Milton? That's him.
I think I stopped watching Rugrats before they had the second kid there. It was Tommy's brother, right?
No, hell no. This was like OG, like old shit. It was an egg. It wasn't a real baby.
Wait, what are you talking? Rugrats? Are you talking about goddamn Garfield?
What? No.
What are we talking about?
Hold up the blanket. Hold up the blanket. This shit. Rugrats, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
What were you talking about the egg? I don't remember the egg.
There was an episode where they had an egg and they thought it was a baby. And they named it Milton. And that's my cat's name. Anyway.
I don't know what I thought you were saying that Tommy's I thought you were talking about Tommy's brother and they were calling him.
Fuck Dill Pickle. I'll stop watching whenever Dill Pickle showed up. Fucking Dill Pickle. That's just funny though.
Shouts out to Nicktoons, man. I love Nicktoons as a kid.
Yeah, dude, that shit's great.
Yeah, that shit was the bomb.
I think I developed my addiction to Fruity Pebbles in front of Rugrats and Cat Dog, and Angry Beavers was the other fucking one.
I really like Doug for some reason. That show was cool.
Yep.
Doug was the shit. I was a Ren and Stimpy kid. Ren and Stimpy was kind of my gateway drug.
That shit was crazy, bro. That was like kid drugs watching Ren and Stimpy.
Kid drugs.
That's some tripped out shit, dude.
What?
All right, guys. I think we're wrapping it up. We're at 2 hours. We did a 2-hour stream.
Damn.
The past 3 days I've been streaming, and it's like, I think I got in a good 8 hours of streaming this weekend.
Yeah, so you're on a roll, bro.
But yeah, I'm trying to do a lot more stuff with the YouTube, a lot of different stuff. Some interviews coming this week. Regular Humble Among broadcast system shows still happening. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Maybe I might start just opening up the shit at the end, just the bullshit, and like unwind at the end of the stream after talking all my shit, because this is a lot of fun to have people in to just talk about shit at the end.
Right, it kind of validates what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a little pat on the back for me or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love you guys, and thank you for joining me. You guys are the shit.
Yeah, thank you for existing.
Oh, see, he always says that, and it's the nicest thing in the world. I hope you guys have a great fucking night. Whoop whoop.
You too, man. Whoop, whoop.
It's almost 10 o'clock. Holy fucking shit! I was on here for a second. All right, guys. I love you.
Love you.
Peace out.
Whoop
Peace out.
whoop.
Whoop whoop.